Crime came from unemployment. If the people them cannot have a job, what you want the people to do when you are getting them big salary and the other people ain't getting nothing, not $1? How do you want these people, these males, to feed their children? How would you want to say that they are fathers when they can't find a job? The Fox Hill prison is being full. Nobody's taking these children. The welfare wouldn't take them. What the government want the people to do? If they're trying to kill the people, then it's easier to shoot them, put them to the firing squad. Shoot them is to starve them. Because right now, the only thing the Bahamas government is doing for the people is making sure all the male go in prison and all the women go on the street. They can't do nothing else to obtain no money unless they have something to sell. And thank God he do it. But look at it. It's supposed to be 13 weeks in the month. 13 times 4 is 52. The government is teaching my child that is 12 months, 4 weeks. How my child could calculate that, please? Tell me. How could? Where does white Jesus come from? Where does white Mary come from? And where does white Joseph come from? Slavery. They use those things to slave God chosen loving people. If there is work for the people, there will be no work for the police. Because they don't have nobody to lock up. Because everybody got to work. And if there is no prison or not to go to the city, to go to the jail, you need no overseers. There is created by the system. There is paid to put black man in his grave.
What do you think what's going on with your boy, Teachers Union?
The Teachers Union?
Yeah.
The government is a disgrace because they know the money they're paying the school teachers and also the policemen, them, all they could come up to be is teeth because they're underpaid too badly. There is no way a school teacher could go in a government school and comfortably feels good teaching them children knowing that she ain't got nothing to eat.
What about a 10-hour shift for the police officers?
What the government did the other day, they didn't prove to the civilians that we are slaves. They showed bold, they stand up tall and show our greatest officers or security officers, which is the police force, that they have to work 12 hours. What gonna happen to them children, them people children who home? You got a lot of single parent employed for the police force. How could you give a man more than 8 hours of duty? What time you want that man to have with his children? You think we ain't got sufficient children going straight right now? It's a public disgrace and it's an invasion on the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Who invade them? The minister.
You think your boy is a puppet?
Which one?
Green said.
Mr. Greenstead is the man on being fight-started his childhood on my property in Smithfield, South Andrews. That's where he fight-started his childhood. Mr. Greenstead is a very intelligent man.
Very, very.
I love the man very much.
Me too.
But he's working for the government.
When Green Slade Freeport, right? Because I spent some time in Freeport. Green Slade clean Freeport up. You know that? You heard that, right?
I know he clean Freeport, but he can't clean Nassau because the lawyers there taking out the people who killed in 2 days. The jailhouse is ram jam. They are worse off in the cell than when they came on the slave ship. You expect for any good human with any natural common sense or humanity to put 6 men into a room with no toilet? like a man in a hotel. That's what that man used to. How you gonna take that man and put him into a dungeon? They need to do something. And the minister responsible for the security should be ashamed and be very disgraceful of his behavior towards Bahamian people. You touch the car. If you check over, right now in Fox Hill Prison, we got more black men in Fox Hill Prison, and not no dumb people, and not no wicked people, good Bahamian citizen, for a little joint. Oh God Almighty. For a seat belt. Come on, man. What our country is going to. Nobody can make it in this country.
What's your views on the gambling situation? They take us to the polls. They use up what, over $1 million to process the system in terms of yes or no, and the Bahamian public say no. Now all of a sudden, the web shops are still open. Now I'm not saying the web shop should be closed. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, because everybody got to make a living. But when you give somebody a legitimate license to operate a business, knowing fairly that this business is actually used for whatever they want to use it, how could you penalize somebody if you give them a license to operate? You know, your views on that?
Number one, the PLP say they believe in Bahamians. What a lie. This day country. How you think I feel in my country? Strangers could come from 1,000 miles and enjoy themselves here, and we who live here can't enjoy ourselves in our own country. Is we are the slaves for these people who come in here? Or Perry say we are free. If we are free and he see the people them, everybody is going and buying their number. To me, I try to analyze it my own way. This is what I come up with. Once upon a time in the Bible, the people complained to God for a king. Because God used to let the prophets speak to his people. But the children of Israel tell God that every other nation have king, so they want a king too. So I am saying to you, the king is money. The priest is the serial mourner of God, and the prophet bring forth division. The people have the right, and they should not even go on no referendum or no gambling, because they're locking up the people. If you locking up the people for gambling, and putting them away in prison, how you want these people, children, to eat or drink? Honor, I am saying about the number. There was one time in the Bible, Jesus went on a journey. And on the journey, he meet 3 men. I believe them 3 men were waiting on the number who's to open still. But the King James didn't say it like that. I understand it. Jesus gave one man 1 pound, 5 pounds. The other woman, he gave 2 pounds. And the other one, he gave 3 pounds. Pacey must was wrong. Pacey had to been wrong. He had to been a web shop. Because ain't no way Jesus could give nobody money, go up the road and come down and looking for something to see if you win or you lose. It must have been a number house. Furthermore, the greatest man, the wisest man, have already spoken. There is nothing new under the sun. So if the people then wants to gamble, the government should give the people the hard desire. Let the people them know they're free. If they want to spend their money and gamble, they want to take the money now and what? We ain't talking about that party. I'd rather go and take $15 and buy a number out of every $100 is to go and got to spend my money elsewhere dollar could give me $100 in the number house. They want to take 15 for nothing. What do you think about that one? You don't think it's more profitable and a person chance of surviving and with $15 in the number house is better than $15 in the treasury? The government is making enough money from tourism. It's using the people. Stop using. Give the people the fight right. Tell the people the truth. What is good for the goose should be good for the gander. If the white people could come in this country, which we will call them tourists. But everybody white is tourists. We got black tourists too.
Yeah.
But if the tourists could come in the Bahamas and how the enjoyment and relaxation and their occupation that they love, I feel like the Bahamian people should have the same rights.
Definitely. What do you think with the independent journalists what's going on in the Bahamas with ZNS or TV 13? You think they're giving the public the real deal?
Repeat that, please.
I say, what do you think what's going on in the Bahamas with the journalists in terms of ZNS and TV 13? ZNS, TV 13 and MB12. You think those two networks are bringing the real news to the people?
No. The Bahamas media are one bunch of liars, crooks, and propagandists. They look only for news to make news, but nothing of no facts, neither nothing but any understanding.
So you think, like what I'm doing right here now, makes more sense to go to the people and get the real deal, let it go viral on the internet where people can actually see the real deal?
Well, I will say to you, what you are doing, God have made it possible that you put the darkness away and replace it with light, that your black Bahamian people and white people could understand what this government is doing to us. They're mashing everybody down and only looking out for their family. Especially that one called Piceville Forbes. That is my representative. To find a voice of one of them, you gotta go under the ground. You can't be on top of that, my lord. I have worked tremendously for the PLP because Perry had swing me. Perry's a great swinger, one of the best talker on earth. He say he believe in Bahamians, but he go and look for the Pope. He went to look for the Pope. He don't believe in the Bahamians, he believe in the Pope. And all of you know the trouble the Pope just gone through last couple of years.
What do you think about that situation going on? You think they should have a referendum about what they was doing in Bimini before they popped that up?
They did not bring it to no one attention. Not even the Bimini people. Let me ask you, you believe that these members of parliament think they're serving people or animals? I sure, if they show the same food in the pig pen every day, well, he can get tired of that. Too much of one thing is good for nothing. I am saying that the Bahamas government is absolutely wrong for they're not selling the land this time. They are destroying our God-given wealth and country. They're selling it in the Keys, but they're selling the seabed now. What they want to do with our waters. And where this money is going, what they're doing with this thing. Look down there in Mayguana, how much land they give to the people. My Lord God, when the Bahamas gone independence, Bill didn't give one Bahamian man 1 foot of land to build a house on and tell the man he's free.